Hey everyone, Ed here from the Graveyard Excursions, and today I'm in Columbia Township, or in other words, Columbia Station, at the Columbia Township Cemetery. And what's significant about this cemetery is that it is the oldest cemetery west of the Cuyahoga River. In layman's terms, if you want to get technical, Ohio wasn't always considered Ohio. It was considered the Western Reserve. And the Cuyahoga River was always considered like the central point of the Western Reserve. And after the Revolutionary War in Connecticut, a group of families pulled their money together to form the Waterbury Land Company. And one of the families that was involved in that was the Brunsons. And they pooled their money with other families. It was $20,000, and this random lottery, this plot of land here in southwestern Cleveland in Lorain County is what they ended up drawing to get. So for $20,000, which was a lot of money back then, back in the late 1700s, they brought their family into the Western Reserve and they formed their township over here. And from 1807 until today, it's the longest settled area in Western Reserve, or west of the Cuyahoga area, which is pretty significant. And that's the house over there. That's the Brunson family house. And Sally Brunson, she would become the first school teacher in the Western Reserve. And she had a daughter, and her daughter would be Sally, and she was born, I think it was 18 or something like that. I'm not quite sure on the date, but she was considered the first white person born west of the Cuyahoga in Western Reserve. Eventually it would become Ohio. This is the newer section of the cemetery over here. And you got a lot of firsts in this area. You got the first cemetery west of the Western Reserve, or west of the Cuyahoga. A lot of firsts, okay? First school teacher, first white child. Only problem is Sally only lived a year. Okay, that's horrible. And I'm trying really hard to find her grave. And so far, I have not had any luck. That area over there is considered the oldest of the graves. And I want to bring you over to there because the Bronson family and the Hoadley family were like the key components to keeping this area going. And this area has been through a lot. I mean, I was looking it up, and this area has had 49 tornadoes that have been recorded that have come through here. And there was a pretty bad one in 1965 that was, it came up from Iowa all the way through Indiana and into Ohio and Michigan, and did like $1.7 billion in damage and stuff like that. So yeah, but this area has survived. Check this one out. This grave over here is pretty awesome. Look at this. Shepherd. And this is the whole family plot. Sarah Shepherd, 1866 to 1940. Frank Shepherd, 1855 to 1932. Elmer Ray Shepherd, 1884. And then we have over here the John Hawk, 1831 to 1905, and his wife Claire, 1854 to 1922. Pretty this one over here. I want to show you this one over here. Yeah, this area is definitely rich in history. I was looking into the Columbia Station for a whole nother reason. It had a connection to the Mackenzie Shirilla situation, but when I found out all this, Prindle, this was wow. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, by the way, like, comment, and subscribe to the Graveyard Excursions if you haven't done that already. What are you waiting for? Come on. I love going to graveyards. I am just one of those weirdos that checks it. I love the history that goes around it. Every single one of these people have a story. And if I could research all of them, I would do it. But not everybody is on the internet. You know, Arthur Walton, born 1828 and died in 1917, and his wife Terza. If I could find pictures of these people, I will definitely put it into the video. That's going to be the next step of this video. I go around and I take the video that I can, and then I'll go back, and before I publish the video, I will see if I could find photos of the people that I'm looking at over here. Flora E., the Lewis family plot. They got mother and father over there. And then the kids over here, Raymond and Henrietta. See, 1891 to 1939. Only 48 years old. Yeah, this is the older area of the cemetery. 1836 she was born. But I'm looking for the Sarah, baby Sarah. She's got to be around here somewhere. I may not be able to find it. This is like born 1882. No, it looks like this would be it, but no. Trying really hard to find. See, a lot of the people were born in Connecticut, and like over here we have John W. Arthur, born in 1773, and I would imagine he was born not in Ohio but in Connecticut and moved his family over to here. That's how most of our ancestors from this area are from the Connecticut area. I'm trying to pinpoint if there's another cemetery in this area. There's a church cemetery that I haven't looked at yet. Maybe they're over there because I know that the Brunson family, Ava and Claire, they had a son who was a reverend, and his name was Ransom Brunson. And I believe he would be, if he's going to be anywhere, he wouldn't be in this cemetery. Maybe he would be in the church cemetery because he is a reverend. So maybe I'm in the wrong place. I don't know. But that would be a whole nother video. Unless I can find that other cemetery and attach it onto here. Look at this one. Mr. Bastard. Yeah, I don't even want to go there with that because I'm right by the guy's grave and I don't need to have him striking me with lightning or something like that, you know. But he's got a cool grave. I love it. Okay, like, comment, and subscribe to the Graveyard Excursions as we are here in Columbia Station, or the Columbia Township Cemetery. A beautiful old cemetery, the first cemetery west of the Cuyahoga River in this beautiful Columbia Township area. One of the first settled areas west of the Cuyahoga. Anyway, thank you all for joining me on this little walkthrough of Graveyard Excursions. And if you have any comments, please put it in there. There's a good chance that I may have mispronunciated something or whatever, but if you got to correct me, correct me. I'm cool with that. I'm trying my hardest. Sometimes my hardest ain't good enough, but I'm getting better each time I do this, so hang with me, everyone. See you guys in the next video. Bye. I hope you guys didn't click off yet, because I think I may have found the part of the cemetery that I was looking for if I don't get hit by this car. This is another section of the cemetery that I wasn't aware of. I'm from the east side, so bear with me, everyone. Oh, man. So here we are. There's the Osborne family was on the other side, and the Ives family. Boy, this is like the jackpot over here. Okay, we got Joel Potter, 1832 he was born, passed away July 11th. All right, I'm gonna click off and try to find those graves that I was looking for, and I'll bring you guys right back. Okay, I'm in the way back of the second area. This is really the older area of the cemetery over here, and I did find the original Bronsons that came to settle this. This is their marker, their monument that they have, their obelisk. Azor Bronson and his wife Clarissa, and this is where he is actually interned over here. As you could see, they have the monument over there, and I think this is Clarissa over here. Oh, hang on. Oh, wait. This is Bella Adams, sorry. This is definitely an older one over here as well. Azor Bronson. And then we have Sally Bronson Adams. And she is like one of the original settlers, like I was mentioning earlier in the video. And she settled here in 1807. She was the first school teacher in 1808. And as I mentioned, Sally and they're two daughters of Benoni and Sally Adams. I don't even know if they gave them, or Sarah, it would have to be Sarah Brunson. And look at that. They died aged only 1 month. You can't see that too well, but it's hard to see with the camera over here. Yeah, this is very, very sad. And then, you know, when you start really getting into it, there's Bella Bronson over here. But I'm glad I was able to find Sally Brunson's grave over here. This is historic. You know, she's the first school teacher in the area. And my hat's off to anyone. You got to figure how hard it would have been back in the day to get everything going. And then there's Osborne family. That is also a big family over here in this area, 1810 to 1888, and his wife Ameline, 1815 to 1863. There's another grave over here that I want to touch upon before I end this video over here really quick. This young man, only 9 years old when he passed away, and he's way, way on the side over here. And I don't want to look at this over here. Sacred memory of Lauren Emmons, son of James and Lydia Emmons. He died January 1st, 1827, at only 9 years and 3 months old. That's sad. It was a rough life, and then you see, back then you couldn't just go to an urgent care, and you know, getting a cold could be a death sentence for people, especially young children. The mortality rate was ridiculous back then. A cold, before, you know, there was an injection for everything, you know, you can die. So it was a rough life, and without these people going through what they went through, we wouldn't be here. We have to be thankful for what we do have. Look at this grave over here that's isolated on the side over here. I gotta show this. Yeah, I can't even make that out. That's sad. I would love to be able to read. If I knew Braille, maybe. I don't think that would work though. But what I do like, how they added a marker for Sally Brunson. There is that old grave, you can't even make out what it would say over there, but they added a marker so that, you know, I could actually find it. I would still be looking for it if it wasn't for that marker over there. Now the video is over. This was worth it though. I am glad that I made that little trip down the river road to find the secondary. This is probably the original cemetery. You know, this is not the secondary, this is the primary cemetery, and the other area that I was at before was probably the newer section, if you want to look at it that way. Just look at that. Isn't that beautiful how that church is in the background like that? Give me a like, please, and subscribe to the channel, Graveyard Excursions. If you like cemeteries like I do, I love cemeteries. So if you're on board with this, please subscribe. The older, the better. That's how I look at it. Anyway, enough talking. You guys stay safe, and I hope to see you all again in the next video. Bye-bye.